Imagine this: you're in a bustling cafe, surrounded by the clinking of coffee cups, overlapping conversations, and the steady hum of background music. Your mind is racing, trying to hold on to one thought while 100 other noises pull you in different directions. Now, close your eyes and picture yourself in a room filled with absolute silence. No distractions, just the quiet, calming sound of your own breathing. Suddenly, every thought becomes sharper, every feeling more vivid, as if in this stillness, you found a clarity you never knew existed. In our busy, noisy world, silence is rare, even foreign. Yet what if this simple, often overlooked state held the power to transform your life? What if silence was not just a pause between sounds, but a gateway to deeper focus, creativity, and success? Many of the world's greatest thinkers and spiritual leaders, artists, scientists, monks, have embraced silence as their secret weapon, a sacred tool that brings clarity to the chaos. We often believe success is driven by constant action, by always staying busy. But what if, in this fast-paced life, true progress lies not in doing more, but in stepping back? Silence isn't an empty void, it's a powerful space that clears the clutter, sharpens our vision, and allows us to connect with our deepest thoughts and intentions. As we dive into this journey, I invite you to imagine moments of true silence in your own life. What would happen if, just for a few moments each day, you allowed yourself this quiet space? How might it reshape the way you approach your dreams, your relationships, and even your challenges? Let's discover the hidden power of silence, a simple key that may open the door to your greatest potential. Lesson 1: Buddhist Teachings on Silence. In Buddhism, silence isn't simply the absence of sound. It's an intentional and sacred practice known as noble silence, a profound quiet that goes beyond muting words to still the mind. Noble silence invites us to move beyond surface noise, both external and internal, and allows us to connect deeply with our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without distraction. It is a journey inward, a space where the endless flow of thoughts can finally settle, leaving room for clarity, insight, and a sense of peace that few other practices can provide. This silence holds a unique power in Buddhist practice, where it is seen as a gateway to self-discovery and understanding. Through noble silence, one is invited to observe thoughts and emotions without judgment, without needing to control or attach to them. The silence serves as a mirror, reflecting our true selves, our innermost struggles, desires, and fears. In this quiet, we begin to see ourselves more clearly, discovering insights that are often hidden in the noise and busyness of daily life. The teachings of Buddhism emphasize that within this stillness lies a path to deeper truths about life and existence. It's in this space of noble silence that we can confront the roots of suffering, see the impermanence of our desires, and connect to a sense of purpose that transcends fleeting thoughts or worries. Incorporating noble silence into our everyday lives doesn't require retreating to a remote mountain or isolating oneself from society. Even small acts of silence can bring the essence of this practice into our daily routines, helping us to experience greater clarity, resilience, and inner peace. Practicing noble silence can be as simple as beginning each day with a few minutes of quiet meditation. In this time, we focus on our breath, allowing our thoughts to come and go freely without attachment, simply observing them. Through this quiet focus, the mind becomes like a calm lake, reflecting our inner world with stillness and depth. Another way to practice is through mindful walking. We can spend just a few moments walking in silence, whether it's outdoors in nature or even in the hallway at home. With each step, we feel the ground beneath us, notice the sensation in our feet, and bring our full awareness to the present moment. We may notice the simple joy of movement, the rhythm of our steps, and, in that quiet, experience a sense of connection with ourselves and our surroundings. Sometimes, it's also helpful to create small moments of reflection during the day, perhaps after work or before going to sleep. In these moments, we can sit quietly, letting our minds settle, and observe our thoughts as they rise and fall. These small, quiet acts, though simple, create a ripple effect. gradually helping us weave noble silence into the fabric of our lives, offering us renewed peace, focus, and perspective. There is a well-loved story in Buddhist tradition about a young monk named Ananda. Ananda was known for his deep curiosity and his devotion to learning every detail of the Buddha's teachings. Despite his dedication, he often felt unsettled, as his mind was always filled with questions and a strong desire to find all the answers. He longed for enlightenment, but his racing thoughts seemed to stand in his way, creating a kind of mental chaos. One day, sensing Ananda's restlessness, the Buddha advised him to practice noble silence, encouraging him to observe his own mind in silence and to abstain from speaking for a time. Ananda struggled at first. Without the outlet of speech, his thoughts seemed even louder, almost overwhelming. But as he continued, he found his thoughts gradually settling, like leaves drifting to the bottom of a calm lake. Through this silent observation, he began to recognize patterns in his thinking. He saw his desires, attachments, and fears with new clarity. Over time, this practice of noble silence led Ananda to a profound realization. He discovered that enlightenment didn't come from an endless pursuit of answers or knowledge but from simply being present, fully alive to the moment and open to the insights that arise in silence. This understanding transformed Ananda's relationship with the Buddha's teachings and marked a new stage in his spiritual journey. Through noble silence, he found the clarity and peace he had been seeking all along. In Buddhism, silence is more than a retreat from sound. It is an essential practice that leads us toward mindfulness, inner peace, and spiritual growth. In the stillness of noble silence, we can touch a place of deep understanding, a place where we see ourselves with fresh eyes and come closer to the essence of who we are. Silence, as Buddhism teaches us, is not empty. It is a space rich with potential, where the noise of the world falls away, and we connect with our true nature. Lesson 2. Historical figures who harnessed the power of silence. Throughout history, silence has been a powerful tool wielded by some of the world's most remarkable figures. These individuals understood that silence was not merely an absence of words but a profound source of strength, resilience, and wisdom. They used silence to inspire change, cultivate inner peace, and lead others through turbulent times. Their stories reveal how silence can be a transformative force, one that speaks louder than words. Consider Mahatma Gandhi, a leader known for his unwavering commitment to nonviolence and truth. Gandhi often took vows of silence as a form of spiritual practice, refraining from speaking one day each week to cultivate clarity and patience. In a world filled with turmoil, he recognized the value of listening to one's inner voice and grounding oneself in silence. This practice gave him a profound sense of peace, and it was in his silent retreats that he often found the strength to lead India's independence movement. Gandhi showed that silence could be an act of protest, a statement of resilience, and a way to influence others through sheer presence. Through silence, he inspired millions to stand up for justice and peace without raising their voices. Then there's the powerful story of Rosa Parks, a figure who remains an enduring symbol of dignity and courage in the face of injustice. On a day in 1955, as Rosa Parks sat quietly on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama, her silent defiance of segregation laws ignited the civil rights movement. Without words, without confrontation, she refused to give up her seat, and that simple, quiet act of resilience spoke louder than any speech ever could. Parks' silence conveyed a quiet strength that echoed across the country, inspiring countless others to rise up for their rights. She demonstrated that silence could be a powerful tool for change, a refusal to accept injustice and a quiet, dignified reclaiming of one's power. And of course, we cannot overlook the example of the Buddha himself. After years of searching, questioning, and studying, Siddhartha Gautama, the man who would become the Buddha, retreated into silence under the Bodhi tree. In this silence, he confronted his desires, his fears, and the truths of existence. His silent meditation led him to enlightenment, an awakening that was born not from words but from the depth of his inner stillness. The Buddha taught that true understanding and liberation come from looking within, listening to the quiet truths that emerge only in silence. His life and teachings have inspired millions to seek peace and enlightenment by embracing the wisdom found in silence. These historical figures, Gandhi, Parks, the Buddha, show us that silence can be a powerful tool for resilience, a way to inspire change, and a path to personal and spiritual growth. They remind us that we don't always need to shout to be heard. Sometimes, the most profound impact comes from standing quietly, firmly, in our truth. In their silence, they found an inner power that allowed them to shape the world around them in ways that still resonate today. As we reflect on their stories, we are invited to consider our own relationship with silence. How often do we take a moment to pause, to let our minds settle, and to connect with our inner strength? In a world that values speed and noise, we often overlook the quiet moments, yet it's in these moments that we may find clarity, resilience, and purpose. Imagine how differently we might approach our own lives if we embraced silence as these figures did, using it as a source of strength, a tool for growth, and a way to connect with our deepest truths. Silence is not a weakness, it is a source of power. And like Gandhi, Parks, and the Buddha, we too can harness this power, finding within it the courage to face challenges, the wisdom to understand ourselves, and the strength to inspire those around us. Lesson 3. The journey of self-discovery through silence. Silence is more than just a break from the external noise around us, it's a journey inward, a tool that helps us unlock the mysteries of our own mind and heart. In the stillness of silence, we find a space to reflect, to understand ourselves on a deeper level, and to process the emotions that often go unnoticed in the chaos of everyday life. Silence allows us to sit with our thoughts and examine the inner dialogue that continuously shapes our experience, and in this space, we uncover aspects of ourselves that might otherwise remain hidden. Why is this journey of self-discovery through silence so essential? In a world that constantly pulls us outward, towards deadlines, social expectations, and the demands of daily life, many of us lose touch with our inner lives. Our true values, desires, and life purpose can become buried beneath layers of noise and distraction. But when we take a step back and embrace silence, we create room to reconnect with these deeper parts of ourselves. Silence invites us to ask important questions. What truly matters to me? What do I want my life to stand for? Am I living in alignment with my own values, or have I become lost in the expectations of others? Through consistent silent reflection, we open a pathway to self-awareness. We become more attuned to the thoughts that regularly shape our minds, the feelings that color our experiences, and the values that guide our choices. In silence, there is no need to pretend or perform, we can simply be, allowing the truth of our emotions and desires to come to the surface without fear or judgment. This awareness becomes a compass, guiding us toward our authentic selves and helping us make decisions that are true to who we are. How can we make this journey of self-discovery through silence a regular part of our lives? Here are a few practical techniques to begin this process. 1. Journaling in silence. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly with a journal. Let your thoughts flow naturally, allowing whatever arises in your mind to be expressed on paper. This practice not only clears mental clutter but often reveals insights you may not be aware of until you see them in writing. Over time, journaling can help you identify patterns, desires, and fears that play a significant role in your life. 2. Setting aside quiet time. Carve out moments during your day to simply sit in silence. This could be in the morning before your day begins or in the evening as you wind down. In this quiet time, resist the urge to fill the silence with thoughts about what you need to do next. Instead, let your mind settle, observing any thoughts or emotions that come up. With practice, you'll find that this quiet time becomes a treasured space for introspection and self-awareness. 3. Practicing breathing exercises. Deep, focused breathing is a simple yet powerful way to connect with the present moment and enter a state of inner stillness. Try inhaling deeply for a count of 4, holding for a moment, and then exhaling slowly. As you breathe, let go of any thoughts or worries. This exercise centers you, grounding you in the moment and helping you tune into your inner state with calm and clarity. Let's consider the story of someone who discovered their purpose through the quiet practice of self-reflection. Emma was a young professional who, like many people, felt caught in the rush of a demanding career and a packed social life. She was successful by all appearances, but a nagging feeling of dissatisfaction lingered just below the surface. She often wondered, is this all there is? But couldn't quite pinpoint the source of her unrest. One evening, after an especially hectic day, Emma decided to take a few minutes to sit in silence. At first, she found herself fidgeting, her mind racing with thoughts about tomorrow's deadlines and lingering worries. But as she continued to sit in stillness each evening, she found that these surface thoughts gradually quieted, revealing deeper emotions and longings. Over time, she noticed that certain themes kept surfacing in her thoughts: a desire for creativity, a wish to contribute to her community, and a passion for storytelling. In the silence, Emma discovered that she had been ignoring these parts of herself, focusing only on external achievements. Eventually, this quiet practice led Emma to a life-changing decision. She realized that her true purpose was not in the corporate world but in creative writing, a passion she had long neglected. Emma began setting aside time to write, and in doing so, felt a sense of fulfillment she had never experienced before. What began as a few minutes of silent reflection ultimately transformed her life, guiding her toward a path that resonated with her heart and her values. Emma's story reminds us that silence is not a passive state but an active journey into self-discovery. It's in these quiet moments that we learn to see beyond the surface, reconnecting with our deepest desires and finding the courage to pursue a life that is meaningful and true. By embracing silence, we, too, can embark on a journey of self-discovery, uncovering our unique purpose and understanding ourselves in ways that enrich every aspect of our lives. Silence, in this way, becomes a bridge between the life we are living and the life we are truly meant to lead. Lesson 4: Scientific Backing: The Benefits of Silence on the Brain and Body. Science has increasingly begun to reveal what ancient wisdom traditions have long understood: silence is not just a state of stillness but a powerful catalyst for mental and physical well-being. Research over recent years has shown that silence has measurable benefits for the brain and body, offering insights into how silence can help us lead healthier, more focused, and creatively enriched lives. Studies on the impact of silence have revealed that it plays a key role in reducing stress, enhancing neurogenesis, the formation of new neurons, and improving cognitive function. For example, one study found that 2 hours of silence daily could promote cell development in the hippocampus, a region of the brain associated with memory, learning, and emotional regulation. This process of neurogenesis not only strengthens our ability to retain information but also enhances our capacity to adapt to new situations and solve problems creatively. Silence, then, is not simply restorative, it literally helps our brains grow and adapt. Another fascinating study conducted in 2006 observed that silence can lead to a significant reduction in cortisol levels, the hormone that our bodies release in response to stress. When we're constantly exposed to noise and distractions, our bodies remain in a state of heightened arousal, making it difficult to relax or focus. Silence provides a respite from this stimulation, allowing the nervous system to reset and enter a state of relaxation. With lower cortisol levels, we experience reduced stress, better immune function, and overall improved well-being. In a world where high stress is almost the norm, the ability of silence to bring our bodies into a state of calm offers an invaluable health benefit. The benefits of silence aren't limited to stress relief and neural growth, they extend to cognitive performance and mental clarity. Studies show that silence can activate the brain's default mode network, DMN, a network of brain regions that becomes active when our minds are at rest. The DMN is associated with introspection, memory consolidation, and imagination. By activating this network, silence enables us to connect thoughts in novel ways, allowing for creative insights and solutions that might otherwise be elusive. When we allow our minds to rest in silence, we tap into a state of deep thinking, one that is crucial for problem solving, creativity, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and our experiences. So, how can we practically integrate silence into our daily lives to reap these benefits? While a full day of silence might be ideal, even brief silent breaks throughout the day can work wonders for mental well-being, productivity, and creativity. Taking 5-minute silent breaks between tasks, for instance, allows our brains to recharge, helping us return to our work with renewed focus and energy. In these moments, we can practice deep breathing, focus on our surroundings, or simply let our minds wander. Over time, these silent breaks become opportunities for mental clarity and emotional balance. Another practical approach is to dedicate the first or last few minutes of each day to silence. Beginning the day in silence allows us to set a calm, intentional tone, while ending the day quietly helps us reflect and decompress before sleep. Incorporating silence into our routines doesn't require dramatic lifestyle changes, just a few moments of intentional quiet here and there can bring about noticeable improvements in our mental clarity, creativity, and overall sense of calm. Consider the story of a successful entrepreneur, Sarah, who discovered the power of silence in her journey toward personal and professional growth. As the CEO of a thriving tech company, Sarah was used to a fast-paced life filled with meetings, calls, and decision-making under pressure. Over time, she began to feel drained and creatively stifled, as if she were constantly running on empty. Recognizing that she needed a change, Sarah decided to start incorporating short periods of silence into her daily routine. Each morning, she would take 10 minutes to sit in silence before jumping into her demanding schedule. During this time, she allowed her mind to relax and let her thoughts flow naturally. This small change had an unexpected and profound impact. She found herself approaching her work with a clearer mind and sharper focus. Gradually, these moments of silence began to spark new ideas and solutions to problems she had been struggling with. Inspired by this newfound mental clarity, Sarah extended her silent practice, taking 5-minute breaks between meetings to simply sit quietly and center herself. Through these small practices, Sarah not only noticed a decrease in her stress levels but also found herself feeling more creatively inspired. Ideas that once felt forced or elusive began to emerge effortlessly during her silent moments. By intentionally embracing silence, she rekindled her passion for her work and found a balance that allowed her to thrive both personally and professionally. Sarah's story demonstrates that silence can be a powerful ally in our daily lives, especially in a world that constantly demands our attention. Science backs this up, showing that silence can rejuvenate the mind, enhance cognitive function, and unlock creativity. By embracing even brief moments of quiet, we give ourselves a chance to reset, refocus, and connect more deeply with our thoughts and emotions. In silence, we may find the clarity and inspiration we need to move forward with purpose and innovation. Lesson 5: The practice of silence through meditation. Meditation is a profound and disciplined practice of silence, rooted deeply in Buddhist tradition and revered for its transformative effects on the mind and spirit. In Buddhism, meditation is more than just a technique, it is a path to understanding, a way to access a deeper level of silence that brings us closer to ourselves. Through meditation, we cultivate an inner stillness that goes beyond the noise of the world and enters the calm center within us. This silence is not empty, it is a space rich with potential for growth, self-awareness, and peace. Meditation offers countless benefits, and science has shown that regular practice can have remarkable effects on mental and emotional well-being. For one, meditation helps us sharpen our focus, allowing us to concentrate more effectively and with greater clarity. By guiding the mind to rest in silence, meditation trains us to cut through distractions and find a state of calm that is invaluable in our busy lives. This focused calm isn't just beneficial for productivity, it builds emotional resilience, helping us approach challenges with patience and composure. In a world where stress and overstimulation are common, meditation provides a sanctuary, a space where we can recharge and reconnect with ourselves. Beyond focus and resilience, meditation also cultivates compassion and empathy. As we sit in silence, observing our own thoughts, emotions, and desires, we become more attuned to our inner experiences. This self-awareness often leads to a deeper understanding of the experiences of others. We realize that, like us, everyone carries their own joys, fears, and struggles. This shared understanding fosters empathy, creating a sense of connection and compassion that extends beyond ourselves. Through meditation, we learn to be kinder to ourselves, which naturally extends to others as well. If you're new to meditation, here are a few beginner techniques to help you explore this practice of silence. 1. Mindful breathing. Begin by finding a comfortable place to sit, either on the floor or in a chair. Close your eyes, and bring your attention to your breath. As you inhale, feel the sensation of the air entering your lungs, and as you exhale, notice the release. If your mind begins to wander, gently guide it back to your breath. This simple focus on breathing can quiet the mind, helping you connect with the present moment and calm any racing thoughts. 2. Body scan. Another effective technique is the body scan, which involves paying attention to different parts of your body. From head to toe. Begin by sitting or lying down comfortably. Bring your focus to your toes, noticing any sensations or tension. Slowly move your attention up through your body, your feet, legs, torso, arms, shoulders, neck, and head. As you focus on each area, imagine releasing any tension you might feel. This technique not only promotes relaxation but also helps you develop a stronger mind-body connection. 3. Loving-kindness meditation. In this meditation, you silently repeat phrases of kindness and compassion, first toward yourself and then extending to others. Start by choosing a phrase such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be at peace." As you repeat these phrases, let yourself feel the warmth and kindness they convey. Gradually, extend these phrases to others, first to loved ones, then to acquaintances, and finally to all beings. This practice encourages a sense of compassion and connection that can be deeply healing. There's a story in Buddhism about a man named Thanu, who came to meditation later in life. Thanu had always been a man of action, constantly moving, working, and seeking success in his career. But despite his accomplishments, he felt a deep sense of unease, a restlessness that he couldn't quite explain. His mind was always racing, and he often found himself caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. One day, a friend suggested he try meditation, describing it as a way to find calm and clarity. At first, Thanu was skeptical. He couldn't imagine sitting still, let alone finding peace in silence. But with his friend's encouragement, he decided to give it a try. He began with just 5 minutes of mindful breathing each morning. Although his thoughts wandered constantly, he persisted. Over time, he noticed that he was able to sit a little longer, his mind growing quieter with each session. As he continued, he explored different techniques, including body scan and loving-kindness meditation. Through this consistent practice, Thanu began to experience a profound shift. The worries that once dominated his mind began to fade, replaced by a sense of calm he had never known. He found himself becoming more patient and compassionate, not only with others but also with himself. Thanu discovered that meditation was not just about silence, it was a journey of self-discovery, a way to heal old wounds and embrace life with an open heart. The peace he found through meditation changed his life, helping him navigate challenges with resilience and approach each day with clarity and purpose. Dhanu's journey reminds us that meditation is not a quick fix but a lifelong practice. In the silence of meditation, we discover parts of ourselves that may have been hidden, healing that we didn't know was possible, and a depth of peace that can sustain us through life's ups and downs. Through meditation, we learn to connect with a quiet strength within, a strength that is always there, waiting to guide us toward a life of balance, compassion, and inner peace. Lesson 6: Silence in Leadership and Decision-Making. In leadership, silence is often an overlooked but powerful tool. It allows leaders to step back, observe, and understand situations with greater depth. When used intentionally, silence creates space for deep thinking, balanced decision-making, and a more inclusive, collaborative environment. In a world that prizes quick responses and decisive action, silence offers a refreshing alternative, an approach that values thoughtful reflection over instant reactions, and listening over talking. Silence in leadership fosters clarity, giving leaders a chance to carefully consider their decisions and the potential impact on their team and organization. When leaders pause and reflect before responding, they approach challenges with a sense of calm, free from the pressure of rushed thinking. This calm demeanor instills confidence in their team, showing that their decisions come from a place of thoughtfulness and consideration. Silence becomes a tool that enhances not only the quality of decision-making but also the level of trust and respect between leaders and their teams. Listening is another critical aspect of effective leadership, and silence plays an essential role in it. When leaders practice silence, they give themselves a chance to truly hear what others are saying, allowing them to engage with diverse perspectives. This level of attentiveness creates an atmosphere where team members feel valued and heard, fostering a culture of openness and trust. Instead of filling every space with words, a leader who embraces silence can gain insights from their team, understanding both spoken and unspoken messages. This leads to stronger connections and a collaborative environment where everyone feels they play a meaningful role. For leaders looking to integrate silence into their approach, there are simple but effective ways to begin. One strategy is to make a conscious effort to pause before responding in conversations or meetings. These brief moments of reflection allow leaders to collect their thoughts and respond more effectively, rather than reacting impulsively. Another practice is setting aside time for silent reflection at the start or end of the day. During this time, leaders can review their thoughts, goals, and any challenges they are facing, using silence as a space to gain clarity and insight. Consider the story of James, a CEO of a rapidly growing tech company. Early in his career, James was known for his quick decisions and dynamic approach, always ready with an answer or directive. However, as the company expanded, he found himself facing more complex issues and felt the weight of his decisions increasingly affecting the lives of his employees. One day, after a challenging meeting where he felt he had missed some key insights, James decided to make a change. He began exploring the idea of silence as a leadership tool, inspired by a mentor who suggested that silence could be as impactful as words. James started small. He set aside 10 minutes each morning for silent reflection, allowing himself to process his thoughts and prepare for the day. In meetings, he practiced pausing before speaking, giving his team the space to share their ideas without feeling interrupted. He found that by waiting a few seconds before responding, he could absorb and process what his team was saying more fully, leading to a more thorough understanding of their perspectives. As he continued to integrate silence into his leadership style, James noticed remarkable changes. His team became more open and willing to share their thoughts, knowing they had his full attention. Decisions that once felt rushed became more balanced, as he took the time to weigh different options carefully. The company's culture shifted as well, meetings became more collaborative, with everyone feeling encouraged to contribute, knowing that their input was truly valued. Over time, James realized that silence was not a sign of hesitation or weakness, it was a powerful asset that allowed him to lead with confidence, empathy, and a deep understanding of his team's needs. James's story illustrates how silence can transform leadership, offering a path toward more thoughtful decision-making in a stronger, more connected team. By embracing silence, leaders can foster an environment where everyone feels seen, heard, and respected. Silence empowers leaders to act with greater wisdom and integrity, reminding us that sometimes, the most powerful voice is the one that listens. In this quiet strength, leaders can inspire trust, build resilience, and guide their teams through even the most challenging times. Lesson 7: Workplace Silence, Transforming Productivity and Well-Being. In our fast-paced, high-stakes workplaces, silence often feels like a rare luxury. Between constant emails, meetings, and the hum of open offices, we're rarely afforded moments to pause and gather our thoughts. Yet, silence holds a transformative power in the workplace. It can reshape productivity, spark creativity, and promote a sense of well-being that benefits both individuals and teams. When leaders introduce silence as a core element of the work environment, it's not just about quieting noise, it's about creating a culture where focus, mindfulness, and mental clarity can thrive. Embracing silence at work reduces stress, allowing employees to approach their tasks with a clear mind and renewed energy. Research shows that periodic silent breaks can enhance cognitive function, allowing us to problem solve and innovate more effectively. When team members have the chance to work without constant interruptions, they can recharge, fostering a balanced environment where both individual and collaborative work flourishes. To introduce silence in the workplace, leaders can make practical changes that support a quiet, mindful atmosphere. Quiet zones, establish areas dedicated to silent work, where employees can retreat to think and recharge. These spaces offer a refuge from the usual office buzz, inviting moments of calm and focus. Mindfulness breaks, encourage brief silent breaks throughout the day, giving employees permission to step away from tasks and return with fresh perspectives. Noise-canceling tools, provide noise-canceling headphones or soundproofing options to reduce background noise, helping everyone concentrate on their work without distraction. Consider the example of Rachel, a CEO at a rapidly growing tech firm. As her company expanded, Rachel noticed that her team seemed increasingly drained by the fast-paced, high-pressure environment. Seeking a way to support her employees' well-being, she implemented silent mornings, allowing everyone to work quietly until noon. The results were remarkable: productivity increased, stress levels dropped, and employees reported feeling more focused and energized. Rachel's decision to prioritize silence transformed her workplace into a space where creativity and mental clarity could flourish, inspiring her team to do their best work. Lesson 8: Self-discovery and inner peace. The transformative power of silence. In a world filled with endless demands and digital noise, silence has become a rare and precious gift, a space where we can reconnect with ourselves and rediscover our inner calm. Modern life often pulls us outward, encouraging us to focus on external achievements while leaving little room for introspection. But by creating intentional moments of silence, we invite an inner stillness that leads to self-discovery, emotional resilience, and a sense of balance that can profoundly transform our lives. Silence provides a sanctuary where we can process our thoughts and emotions without distraction. In these quiet moments, we can confront our fears, listen to our inner voice, and gain a clearer understanding of our true values. Silence becomes a path to self-awareness, helping us recognize what matters most and guiding us toward a life aligned with our purpose. Through regular moments of quiet, we can reset, reconnect, and approach life with greater clarity and intention. To bring more silence into daily life, consider these simple practices. Morning silence. Start each day with a few minutes of quiet reflection, focusing on your breath or the present moment. This small ritual can set a peaceful tone for the day, grounding you before the demands of life take over. Tech-free times. Set aside specific periods to disconnect from screens and digital noise, such as during meals or before bed. These moments allow you to step back and engage more deeply with your own thoughts. Silent nature walks. Spend time outdoors in silence, fully immersing yourself in the sounds and beauty of nature. These walks offer a refreshing break from daily routines, inviting peace and mindfulness into your life. Take Alex's story, for example. A busy professional, Alex felt constantly overwhelmed by work and social obligations, with little time for himself. After a period of burnout, he decided to introduce silence into his daily routine. He started with 10 minutes of morning silence, then gradually incorporated tech-free evenings and silent walks in a nearby park. Through these practices, Alex found a newfound sense of clarity, balance, and peace. Silence became a wellspring of resilience and purpose, helping him to approach his life and work with a calm, focused mind. Alex's journey shows us that silence is not merely the absence of noise but a powerful source of self-connection and peace. By carving out moments of quiet in our lives, we can access a deep well of clarity and strength, transforming not only how we feel but how we live and interact with the world around us. Conclusion: the lifelong journey of silence. The journey of embracing silence is not a destination, it's a continuous path of self-discovery, growth, and renewal. Silence, in all its simplicity, offers us a profound way to connect with our inner selves, find balance, and unlock our potential. Just as the ocean has both calm and stormy days, so too does our practice of silence ebb and flow. But it is precisely this ongoing commitment that makes silence such a powerful, transformative tool. Each moment of silence we invite into our lives is an opportunity to pause, reflect, and reset. Silence encourages us to listen deeply, not only to the world around us but, more importantly, to the quiet truths within ourselves. It helps us navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of calm and clarity, grounding us even in the most chaotic times. Silence becomes a sanctuary where we can process our thoughts, reconnect with our values, and discover what truly matters to us. Through this practice, we build resilience, improve our focus, and nurture our well-being. Imagine the impact of incorporating even small moments of silence into each day. Think about how different your mornings could feel if you started with a few minutes of quiet reflection, or how a tech-free evening could give you more presence with loved ones and a sense of peace. Embracing silence doesn't require drastic changes, it only asks for a willingness to pause and experience the world in a quieter, more mindful way. These simple practices can enrich our lives profoundly, helping us create space for peace, self-awareness, and growth. As you consider how to bring silence into your life, start small. Choose one practice that resonates with you. Maybe it's a brief silent moment each morning or a short walk in nature without any distractions. Commit to it daily, and notice how it feels. Does it make you calmer, more focused, or more connected to yourself? These small steps have the potential to create big changes, guiding you toward a balanced, fulfilling life. So, here's a call to action. I invite you to try a daily practice of silence, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Make it a moment of true presence, where you simply allow yourself to be. And as you go along, share your experiences with others, whether with friends or in a community of like-minded seekers. Your journey may inspire others to embrace silence, sparking a ripple effect of calm, clarity, and connection. Remember, silence is a lifelong journey, one that will grow and evolve with you. By cultivating this simple yet profound practice, you're giving yourself a gift, an invitation to slow down, connect more deeply, and experience the fullness of each moment. Let this journey of silence be a guiding light, leading you toward a life rich with peace, purpose, and inner strength. If you found these insights helpful and want to continue this journey towards a more peaceful, balanced life, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll stay connected to more inspiring content like this. And if this video resonated with you, please give it a like and share it with friends or family who might benefit from these teachings. Let's spread positivity and wisdom together. Your support truly helps grow our community. Thank you for watching.